Okay, welcome students for the next session of ITC and CN. We are discussing the unit number 1, that is information theory and source coding. Let's discuss what exactly the average amount of information, or it is also called as a entropy. Now when we discuss the entropy with respect to the source, it is also called as a entropy of the source. So if we say that X is nothing but one of the source which is generating the random messages, let's say x1 to xm, then it can be indicated like in short xi, and the entropy of the source indicated by h of x. So this capital H generally indicates as a entropy of the particular source. So here, since we are discussing entropy at the receiver, transmitter, that's why it is h of x. If we are discussing the entropy at the receiver, it will be h of y. So let's see in general what exactly the definition for the entropy. The mean value of I of xi, as we have seen in the earlier section, that is I of xi is nothing but the information of different messages which are being generated from the source x, that is x1 to xm. So that is nothing but the information I, and it is for the different messages, that's why it is written as a I of xi over the alphabet of source x with m different messages or the symbols is given by h of x. So this is what the expression for us which is required for calculating the entropy of any particular source. So here h of x is nothing but e of I of xi. So this e of I of xi can be written simply as a h of x. So no need to worry for that one. So since the number of messages we are having, that is total m number of message, so m different symbols or the message. So that's why it is ranging from, summation is ranging from I equal to 1 to m p of xi into I of xi. So this can be simplified in a very simple manner, like h of x is equal to, this is what our ultimate expression, h of x is equal to minus summation I equal to 1 to m p of xi log p of xi to the base 2. So this I of xi is simply simplified as a uh, minus log of p of xi to the base 2. So don't forget this base 2, because based on it only bits per symbol is actually the unit which is generated. Okay, so you cannot write here log to the base e. Right now we are discussing everything in terms of the bits, so that's why it is necessary to proceed only with respect to the bits. So this is what the bits per symbol. Now let's look at the same expression in terms of the uh, you can say the different approach. Like if I say this is what one of the tower, let's say this is what one of the tower, it generates different messages. These are the different messages, let's say x1 x2 up to xm. So total m number of messages it generates. So for each message it will have the different probability. If I say x1 is the message with the probability p of x1, similarly for this x2 it will be p of x2, similarly for xm it will be p of xm. So like this the different probabilities are being generated for the different messages. So if there is any source, so based on this probability of different messages as well as the information carried by it, we can justify what exactly the average amount of information carried by that particular source. So just by knowing the probability of particular message, we can here obtain the entropy of the source or the average amount of information. So that is nothing but the quantity h of x is called the entropy of a source, capital X. It is a measure of the average information content per source symbol. The source entropy h of x can be considered as the average amount of uncertainty within source x. So this is how actually the entropy is been defined in a simple way. So don't forget here it is perfectly based on probability of the message. Whatever may be the probability of the message, based on it you can easily obtain the entropy, that is average amount of information carried by that particular source. or generated by that particular source. Let's study the next one with respect to the entropy. What kind of different things which we can conclude. So entropy is a measure of uncertainty. It is the measure of information. Now the very first case is considered over here, that is, consider a source transmitting messages M1 and M2 with probabilities. So probability of first message is 0.03, second message is 0.97, and based on these two probabilities for M1 and M2, directly we can obtain here, just look at this particular statement, that is capital H. This is nothing but the entropy of that particular source which is generating the messages M1 M2 with these probabilities. So here the probability of second message is more than the first message. So by putting the values in the expression, that is P of x into log P of x, this is again minus of this is plus log plus P of x into log 1 upon P of x. So if you just want to suppress this plus sign, you can go over here, that is minus 0.03 log 0.03 minus 0.97 log 0.97, but remember here the base is 2, log to the base 2. So if you calculate this, you will find that it is nothing but 0.19 bits per symbol. Means on an average, these are the number of bits required per symbol to carry the information. So this is for the first case. Similarly for the second case, if the probability of first message is slightly increased, just look at here, P2 it is 0.65, then the H, it is increased as a 0.93 bits per symbol or per message. Both are acceptable. Now it is quite you can say the difficult to estimate M1 or M2 which is transmitted than first case. Okay, in this particular case obviously it is quite difficult. In the first case we can say almost 97% messages are M2. In the second case it is quite difficult to trace out. Now let's have the third case where the probabilities of two messages are equal. Means if someone says that there are 10 number of messages generated, let's say out of that 10, 5 will be the M1 messages generated by the source and 5 are the M2 messages generated by the source. So it is quite difficult if someone trace out, let's say few messages at the output, then which is M1 and which is M2. So that is increasing the complexity. So for that one, if the two messages carries equal probable values, then obviously the entropy is increased. Just look at here, the value which we got over here, that is H is equal to 1 bits per symbol. It is more than this value as well as this value, 0.19 as well as 0.93. So this particular thing indicates that if for let's say the binary source, if the source is generating only two messages and these two messages are with the equal probability, then we can directly conclude here that it is extremely difficult to guess M1 or M2 which is exactly transmitted. Therefore the uncertainty is maximum and H is also maximum, that is entropy is also maximum. That's why it is also called as a entropy is a measure of uncertainty. So to plot this particular graph, we can easily go for it. So in this way the graph can be plotted. Here you can just obtain, let's say this is the x-axis which is symbol probability, and this is nothing but where sequence is generated like different messages. Now if the probabilities of two messages is same, that is 1 by 2, exactly 50%, then you can just check here that it is maximum at this point and again it is decreasing. So this is nothing but actually the x of t0. So from this particular graph we can conclude that entropy of the source is maximum when all the messages from the source are equally likely. that is equal probable or equiprobable. So thank you everyone, thank you very much. Based on this particular conclusion, I hope you can go for the further examples to be solved based on the entropy calculation. If someone provides you the different values for the messages, and based on the different values of the messages, different probabilities, so by knowing only the probability, you can directly calculate the entropy of a source. So thank you everyone, thank you very much.